हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू डिस्कवर F1। मैं हूं अंजलि और मेरे साथ हैं
वैभव।
वैभव। आज क्या हम करने वाले हैं? व्हाट्स इन स्टोर?
तो आज जैसे अब हमारी मोनाको जीपी खत्म हुई है जस्ट, तो आई थिंक वी विल डिस्कस अराउंड दैट एंड क्या रही रेस, क्या क्या चीजें उसमें हमने देखने को मिली। और 4 घंटे लंबी रेस चली है, तो बहुत कुछ हुआ है इस पूरी रेस में।
सैडली मुझे नहीं लगा बहुत कुछ हुआ है। बहुत ही ज्यादा बोरिंग रेस थी, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट। बट आई थिंक लेट्स स्टार्ट करते हैं रेस विनर के साथ। पोल पर तो स्टार्ट किया था लेक्लेरिक ने, बट कुछ ट्विस्ट और टर्न्स के बाद सम रॉन्ग डिसीजंस फ्रॉम फरारीज एंड हमारे विनर हैं मिस्टर पेरेज। वैभव, क्या कहना चाहोगे? रेड बुल वापस से अपने ड्राइवर्स के साथ आगे।
नहीं, आई थिंक ओवरऑल वेल डिजर्व्ड रेस फॉर पेरेज एंड हिज थर्ड विन ओवरऑल। तो काफी अच्छा लगा ओवरऑल। आई थिंक बोथ फरारी का एक मिसजजमेंट एंड capitalizing on that by the Red Bull team was overall kind of a result in my view. And obviously, by the end of the race, last laps में we were seeing that वो control उसकी जो grip हो रही थी टायर्स पे, तो वो उसमें he was feeling a little bit challenged, but still he was able to manage because Sainz was also kind of pushing very hard.
कुछ भी कहो, बट मेरे से किसी ने भी रेस से पहले पूछा होता कि पोल पर या जो फर्स्ट आएगा दैट वुड बी पेरेज, आई वुड हैव सेड नो फॉर श्योर। मेरे को तो लगा था दिस रेस वुड बी अबाउट Leclerc being first and Verstappen being second, but I think जो रेस की स्टार्टिंग थी, it started with a lot of rain, it got delayed, lot of things happen, and Monaco हमको anyways as a track पता है कि यहाँ पर ज्यादा आप overtakes anyways नहीं ले सकते हो, तो बहुत सारी चीजें उस हिसाब से तो हुई हैं। And as we can look into the rankings also, how the Monaco race went. Sainz was second, but he was not very happy about it. वैभव, क्या लग रहा है? क्या होगा फरारी के आज टीम में?
Right. So overall, I think the overall mood within the Ferrari group was not so great because it was more of a team's inability to kind of take the right decision, which eventually impacted the result. And I think that is more how Sainz and both Leclerc felt after the race, even though Sainz came on podium, started on second, ended on second. But still, I think it was a feeling that they kind of left the room for Red Bull to kind of take an advantage, and that's probably a reason why they are feeling bad.
ये रेस वैसे फर्स्ट जिसको भी आना था, पेरेज, साइंस, वर्स्टैपेन, लेक्लेरिक, everybody was fighting, nobody was able to overtake anyone, but Russell, उसने जो मेंटेन किया है कि नहीं मैं 5वें पे भी खुश हूँ, वो आज इस रेस में पता चला। ही वाज स्टिल इज लाइक ठीक है, ऊपर वालों ने कुछ बिगाड़ दिया तो मेरी रैंकिंग ऊपर हो जाएगी, बट अभी मैं 5वें पे हूँ, दैट्स माय एजेंडा एंड आई एम एबल टू डू दैट.
I think one very good thing, at least, that he is able to maintain his record so far in all the races he has been in top 5, and again he came 5th, and he's still maintained that kind of a streak that he is kind of having right now. Overall, Mercedes के लिए as such, it was not a very great weekend altogether. Hamilton was also facing a lot of problems with his car, and he was not able to kind of fully feel the circuit with his current car. तो वहाँ पे challenges हैं, probably next race में वो better हो जाए, although it is again a street circuit, but we have to see.
And Schumacher के साथ जो हुआ, that mishap, what do you have to say about that?
I mean, just when it happened, तो उस time पे तो काफी scary था because we saw the clips where the car was in 2 parts, which is anyways, yeah. So
and Schumacher, we were not able to see Schumacher for like 2-3 seconds, and we all were like, what is going to happen? Is he fine? Is it not fine? So that also became sort of a concern. एक बारी वो वापस से डेजा वू वाला feeling आया जो ग्रोजहॉर्न के साथ पहले हो चुका था. It was very similar to that we hope everybody Schumacher is fine.
Correct. So, I mean, yes, eventually he felt like okay once he came out of the car. And overall, if we have to see the tally, जिस पे वो यूजुअली क्वालिफायर पे उन लोगों ने स्टार्ट किया है ड्राइवर्स ने, मोर और लेस दे हैव काइंड ऑफ एंडेड अप देयर ओनली, अपार्ट फ्रॉम ऑब्वियसली द टू DNFs दैट वी सॉ.
Yeah, drivers ranking में as such कोई change नहीं है. The overall drivers ranking. Okay. Before that, let's also talk about Mr. Fastest Lap, Lando Norris. He was not very well, but the way he performed today, it's really great. What do you think?
No, I think even since his last race, he has not been feeling well, and in today's race also he was not 100%. But even with this condition, he was able to kind of give a good performance with McLaren's car, and gave a good fight with Russell. So it was again a bad luck that he kind of mistimed the pit, and accordingly that gave an advantage to Russell. But let's see if he recovers by the next race, and hopefully he will eventually get better positions in the coming race.
McLaren और Monaco की बात करें तो Ricardo की भी बात हमेशा होती ही है, but Ricardo is not doing great.
Correct.
He ended at 13th, I think, and I don't think it's his best performance in any way. So I think Ricardo को भी थोड़ा buckle up करना पड़ेगा. Otherwise, in future races, it would become very difficult for him to, I don't know how how McLaren will react to all these kind of failures, I would say, from Ricardo's end.
Yeah, anyways, we are hearing lots of rumors coming between Ricardo and McLaren of him kind of moving out from there.
Yeah.
And he is probably retiring and all. So let's see what these rumors turn out.
Yes. So now coming to the drivers standing, there is no much change. जो top 10 पिछली रेस के बाद थे same अभी भी हैं. देखने वाली बात ये है कि वर्स्टैपन ने अब अपना लेक्लेरिक के साथ जो गैप है वो बढ़ा लिया है. But Leclerc and Perez only 6 pointers gap. क्या कहते हो Vaibhav?
So in the beginning of the season, at least after 2-3 races, Leclerc and Verstappen, the gap was almost 46 points between Leclerc and Verstappen, and Leclerc was ahead of him. And now we are seeing Perez catching up with Leclerc, which is a huge turnaround of the overall season, what we have seen since so far.
That's, I think, majorly because एक तो साइंस के साथ से जो सपोर्ट मिलना चाहिए Leclerc को, I think that's one thing that is missing in the races. But ऐसे भी देखा जाए तो Russell and Sainz 1 point का गैप है यहाँ पर भी. So next race would be one thing to see कि Russell और Sainz के बीच में what kind of changes we are going to see. And similarly, Hamilton, Norris, Bottas 50, 48 and 40 इनके बीच में भी लग रहा है कुछ ना कुछ तो ऊपर नीचे अभी हमको देखने को मिलेगा, because Norris is doing great.
Yeah.
And Hamilton के दिन कुछ खास अच्छे नहीं चल रहे हैं. Bottas we have seen doing sometimes even better than Hamilton. So इन तीनों को भी देखने वाली बात होगी कि इनमें से कौन आगे पीछे होता है.
Yep. It's going to be exciting in the middle section also, because anyways abhi to McLaren, Mercedes are more or less fighting within the middle sections, not able to compete as good as Red Bull and Ferrari. So let's see how Hamilton kind of is able to capitalize. Hopefully uski car thodi better ho jaye to probably he'll also support Russell. Right now he is supporting Russell and not the other way around.
ये तो है ही. इसका इम्पैक्ट हम देखते हैं कंस्ट्रक्टर्स पर. Weber, Red Bull तो मुझे लग रहा है कुछ और ही दुनिया में अभी चला गया है.
I think last race because of the DNFs of Ferrari, and इस race में भी they were able to kind of stay ahead of both the Ferraris. उसका eventually उनको दोनों को benefit मिल रहा है, and they have now increased their lead to 36 points, so which is a decent lead. And for Ferrari to kind of catch up, it will require a lot of luck for them and a lot of bad luck for Red Bull, so that they are able to kind of compete, because बिना DNF के तो Red Bull को पीछे लाना बहुत मुश्किल है.
मुझे लग रहा है ये तीनों ही सेट हो गए हैं. I don't see any changes happening between between the top 3 मेरे को लग रहा है यही top 3 अभी रहने वाले हैं कंस्ट्रक्टर्स में, तो ज्यादा ऊपर नीचे आई एम नॉट एक्सपेक्टिंग। मैक्लेरन नॉरिस की वजह से ही ऊपर है, वरना रिकार्डो से तो कोई उम्मीद थोड़ा नहीं है। अल्फा रोमियो और अल्पाइन के बारे में क्या कहना चाहोगे? 1 पॉइंट का गैप है यहाँ पर।
I think आज because Ocon got a 5-second penalty, he was not into the points. But overall, both the drivers are actually doing good. Surprisingly, Alfa Romeo is doing really great, and especially Bottas, since he's a seasoned driver and he's giving a good boost to the overall team. Because of that, obviously, they are able to come into good points. And but I think probably in the coming races, Alpine will eventually overtake Alfa Romeo in my view. But let's see how it turns out.
Sure. Now coming to the last section of the episode, the memes of the day. DRS zone, Weber, क्या कहते हो यार? क्यों मोनाको में बिना DRS के भी हम काम कर सकते हैं? What do you think?
वही है, that is one of the reasons why it became such a drag and इतनी boring और predictable race हो गई थी कि चारों drivers एक साथ बिल्कुल चिपका के चला रहे हैं and nobody is able to do an overtake. And थोड़े से DRS zones इसके बिल्कुल ही मतलब useless सही थे eventually to say.
And what do you think? चार्ल्स का जो क्या कहते हैं उसको, जो कर्स था वो टूट चुका है अभी या
partially टूटा है? अभी partially टूटा है क्योंकि वो बेचारे फेरारी वालों ने उसके खुद ही पैर पे कुल्हाड़ी मार दी, उसको उसी को पकड़ के रख लिया। जीत रहा था, उसको गलत टाइम पे पिट करा दिया और उसके चक्कर में बेचारे को बस ही लॉस्ट हिज चांस।
एंड अलोंसो ने तो भाई आज वैसे इतना बोरिंग रेस था, ऊपर से हैमिल्टन बेचारे ने कितना ट्राई किया अलोंसो को ओवरटेक करने का, बट विद no success, because of which पूरा एक ट्रेल जैसा चल रहा था अलोंसो के पीछे।
They were eventually thinking of raising a penalty for Alonso for his slow driving. So वो I think either it was his tactic to kind of defend his position, or maybe track ही इतना slow है कि वहाँ पे automatically आपकी गाड़ी धीरे ही चलती, but the impact was that उसके पीछे अचानक इतने सारे लोग बस ट्रेल लग गई थी, और it was again one of the reasons why this race was very slow and very predictable in nature.
Yeah. Having said that, this is the last section of the episode. Now we will see you guys at Azerbaijan when जब बाकू में race होगा on from 10th to 12th of June. Check out for the next video for that. For now, we are saying bye.
Bye bye.